Hello, welcome here today to Conny Decorates, and of course with Heart, along with Micha, the cameraman. Exactly. And today our topic is our table decoration for the dining room. And look here. Who is crawling around? He really likes it. He was there the whole time. Of course. And you, dear ones, if you want to know how this autumnal table decoration works, just stay tuned because we will show you now. Use and... And these are the things we need today for our table decoration in the dining room. And I will get started right away. I have a few gerbera here. And these are 2 different shades of yellow. Once here, this completely yellow one had a really nice, yes, inside this orange-red tone. But I think this mix is really great and of course fits wonderfully with these pumpkins. I actually cut this today with my colleague and I think the colors harmonize so well, especially here with the heather. And I just cut the hydrangeas from our garden. They were under the homemade ladder. And here I have some barbed wire and some heather, also a fluffy heather, which is very velvety and really beautiful. I also used it quite often for decoration last year. Then I have a bit of moss here, a bit of floral wire, and here I have the wet moss, so the floral foam, which I soaked in water beforehand. And here I have a flange bowl, which is great. It's actually for outdoor use. But I really like the rustic look of it inside as well. It's very durable, so I don't need any protection for it. But what I have here is a bit of jute fabric, and I will use it right now. I just took a look at the size of the pumpkins. I really wanted to use this pumpkin, but I actually think that it might be, well, maybe not too big after all. I believe the other one is a bit too small. But what I'm doing now is taking my jute fabric and placing it in the bowl here. Yes, as I said, you can use whatever you like. I really like the frayed look as well. And now I will take my floral foam, the damp floral foam, and place it in the bowl, right in the center. And on the side, I also want to have floral foam. I will cut it to size a bit and place it in here now. Almost the 2 bricks fit in really well. I still have a little bit left here, and I would like to press the pumpkin in a bit crooked into the floral foam, because I actually find that very, very cute, especially when you can see this lower part, and it fits very well. Of course, you could also skewer it on the wooden skewer or the shashlik skewer, but at the moment when the skin is pierced or air gets in, they start to spoil much faster. That's why I just leave it like this and simply stick it on top here. I totally forgot a bit of greenery. I think green should definitely be included as well. I have cut a bit of grass behind me and I will just twist it a little. You can also make a knot with it, which looks really nice. All right, I will just pull this through here. Then it will pop out a bit, but of course you can see how you like it. And now I will take my binding wire here. You can use binding wire, but I have this floral wire with a green paper coating. I will literally secure it here and stick it into the floral foam. 2001. I'll make a few of those now, so just turn it around, or rather tie it. The word cut through the rain. Then I pull the wire through. We see the distance growing. I just really need to know, do you even feel that? I think that's enough. I just made 4 knots all around here. I find it super harmonious, especially now with the jute fabric and the green grass. And my experience is that if you dry it indoors and without sunlight, meaning it really stays in a shady or partially shaded place, it keeps the green for a super, super long time. So I believe that after 1.5 years, it was still wonderfully green and dried out. And the wreath was fantastic. And now I take my 2001 hydrangeas, cut them off and stick them in everywhere here. Actually, I would like to attach them to the pumpkin. I live in your message. I really like it. It wasn't actually intended that way. But look here with this ring now, with the hydrangeas. and the pumpkin in the middle. It really looks beautiful. Additionally, when you observe this area from the opposite side, you can see that it has a beautifully mottled back. I find this feature to be exceptionally appealing and quite fascinating. Personally, I am very fond of it and appreciate it immensely. However, it's interesting to note that the final outcome often surprises you, as it tends to differ from your initial expectations. This unpredictability adds an element of excitement and intrigue to the experience, making it all the more enjoyable and captivating. And I definitely think that the heather has to be included here, and it also matches color-wise perfectly, especially these green and white tones. And I cut a bit of the heather off here at the top. Now I take the binding wire, go around it once, and that holds wonderfully. Cut me off a piece and then you can wonderfully stick it into the floral foam there. And I am closer to you again, living in your messages. I just tried to hold a bit of barbed wire to it. It's a matter of taste. I don't find it very nice with all these shades of green now because it really becomes such a light, very light variant. But here I just quickly cut a gerbera and am now carefully inserting it into the floral foam. And I find that beautiful now. So the flowers are placed in between like that. I will shorten them a bit now. They are relatively stable in style. Otherwise you can wonderfully insert it with the wire up here. Be careful so it doesn't go through at the top. You'll notice that there is resistance, and then it could get tangled, which fits perfectly as well. But I will now add gerberas everywhere here. Really nice and bright, fresh, but super autumnal. And to add a bit more height, I will now take the remaining heather and place it decoratively in between everywhere. Just look where I would like to have a bit more height or variety. And I'm going to do that again now. And of course, the little highlight is always the string lights. Right now in the evening, it is so beautiful. Every time I look outside from the terrace, I have to admire it. The lights are really coming on everywhere, in the borders, in the ladder. And that really makes it super cozy. And of course, inside it becomes really cozy when it gets dark by simply incorporating a few light effects. And I will now carefully place this string of wire lights in between here. 2001. I can definitely feel it. It can also slightly go a little bit up like this. Let's secure them carefully, even under the flowers. And we're done. Our table decoration for this autumn. Look, a pumpkin, a few plants, and it really looks beautiful. I like it a lot. And how do you like it, Micha? Yes. Great. Very nice. Then I would say we should put it right in and place it on our dining table. And of course, we really hope that we could inspire you today. Then, of course, we are very happy about the thumbs up. Dear ones, we will be decorating again in the coming days with and for you. It really is going into autumn now, and it is getting more beautiful all the time. And I would say, stay healthy, feel very much hugged. Until next time. Your Conny and your Micha, your cameraman. Exactly, dear ones. Until then, bye, bye. I hear laughter from within. You can light a tiny room without going in 2001. Funny how just a few letters in a row can turn into a smile. And now you can let go. We see